Hi everyone, it's Tuesday night, the 4th of August and day 217 of Living the Dream. And here's my power statement I had down for today. I'll remember to think in terms of making Zoom video recordings of the many projects and tasks that a beginner entrepreneur client of mine would want to know how to do and what mistakes to avoid and how I figured them out so they can resolve it too. So exciting. I not only want to finish up those 2 videos, but I'm going to continue working on recording on all the Zoom videos that I listed on that list. You know, this one right here, that list of all those videos that I showed last night. Okay, I made it, typed one out. Here we go. Yes, right here. I went ahead and typed it out. Check, 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 check. I'm done. So good. I started to record some videos for my beginner entrepreneurs to view on subjects that might affect them when they start doing the things that I'm having to do and try to figure out as I've gone along here. For example, making a thumbnail pic for the YouTube ad. I've gone over that. Before I get into that though, here's my to-do list for today right here. 3 main highlighted, 1 fun, exciting, and number 1 task. Got them all done. Bam, got that list done. I also got this list of extra little things to do and got that done, and I also got these I put down on a piece of paper. I got those all done. I'll talk a little bit about most of this in just a second. My most important task today though was to work on several of the web pages I want Fahad to set up for my website. I'm building out each page in Publisher, and then I'm going to do a video explaining each one of the pages. I'm going to do that before I go to bed so that we stay in sync as we go. So I think I finished the home page so that it covers all that I want to have on it. That's what I'm going to record. And I did that. I'm going to do that Zoom video for Fahad to watch so you can see what I'm showing and hear what I'm telling him to do on that one page so we don't get all confused and get too much coming. We can stay on top of it, keep it simple, and be consistent of what I want to have him do. My fun task was to type up my list of Zoom videos, which I showed you, and to start recording each one. I want to record all of them as soon as possible so that I can stay on top of the day each day, and any new things I need to Zoom video, I can do it. And that's going to be a challenge, but I think I can stay up with it. My exciting task was to get caught up with all of this, and then I'm going to have Didac, he's my YouTube coach, review my YouTube ad one last time, then I'm going to launch it. I made the decision to go and ahead and do the YouTube ad first for getting my 10 focus group participants, and then following up with the Facebook ad down the road to see which ones performs the best. But I'm excited about doing YouTube first, so that's exciting. Anyway, let me go through my normal end of the day success routine questions. Croy Sater says, get honest with yourself, Marty. What didn't go well today, or what could you have done better today? Did you wake up early and start strong? 6 o'clock, 6:30, always within that time frame. So exciting. Did you start your morning with power? Yes. Win the morning, win the day routine. An hour of just getting it right together to go and setting the table for success for the day. Were you productive throughout your day? You just saw all those pieces through the pore of my mind onto this file, onto this YouTube account, print it off, just step and piece of attracting into the brain here, into my portal of my mind, and then working to get them out and into the world of the physical. That's what I call staying after it. Yes, I was productive. I got the most important things done. I moved my goals forward. Did you show up as the person you wanted? Today especially, I was so excited. I had to get right up after breakfast and come up here. What about your personal time with Kathleen? Had a great evening for a for a Tuesday night. Monday night was great. Tuesday night's great. I know every night because I stop about 5:30. Sometimes I go as late as 6. And then I go spend the evening with Kathleen. And so I like to be present for her, and she does the same thing for me. In summary of these get honest with yourself questions, I ask this: were you honest with yourself about today's task, Marty? In other words, did you keep your commitments and promises that you made to yourself this morning? Well, this morning I promised myself that I would do the most important task, get started on the fun task, and see how far along I get with that, and then see how far I could get into doing the exciting tasks in the way of getting caught up. Well, I did the first 2 tasks and barely started on the exciting tasks of trying to get caught up, but that's okay because I'm on track for tomorrow. It's going to be a great day tomorrow. The next question is, what movies did you watch during your mindfulness time today, Marty? I always do that. Did you make time for them? And were there any new movies that your two amigos called up onto the portal of your mind, that movie screen, and you pre-played exciting little movie clips? Well, after reviewing my must-see TV favorite 5 movies every morning, I immediately had some of the pre-play movie clips come right onto the screen of my mind today. And I think that was because of all the Zoom video ideas that I have kicking around in my mind and that I put down on my list to record. We don't think in words. We think visually. And that's that pre-play all the time. It's so exciting because they're all about my ads that I have ready to go and about what I'm doing with Publisher and with Fahad for my website. They can't help but show up on my mind until I get them through that portal kicking around in there into the world of the physical. Just think about it. I have my ads ready to go, my forms ready to go, my email ready to go, my free podcast all linked up and ready to go, and my website started and that form is on that home page. That's ready to go. And I even have several pages of my website already designed in Publisher. Bam, done. So exciting. Next is, what thing would you make that would make all the difference going forward? In other words, what's the one thing you'd want to get done tomorrow? Even if the day goes sideways on you trying to get it done and getting it done, you'd still feel like you accomplished great things. What would that one thing be? Now put into a power statement. So here's what I wrote down. For tomorrow, setting the table for success for tomorrow. Getting excitement, so I want to get it up here tomorrow morning. I'll continue to record the Zoom videos I have listed, as well as the progress on my Publisher pages, and get those to Fahad to progress along in my website. So exciting. I think this activity is a habit that is, the Zoom videos I'm talking about, is a habit that is going to be very important that I stay with going forward. Just like me doing my daily video journal entries and my win the day routine and my end of the day success routine and several other habits that I've established now so far, this is a new one that I think is going to become very, very important going forward. Next, I want to answer my question that came up with through this process, and it says this: were there any mistakes or failures that I had today, that I made today, that I can turn into a tool or tools of success going forward? I have to be honest with myself. Of course, I was excited yesterday about the goal of starting to do these Zoom video tutorials of my tasks, my mistakes, and how I fixed them. I made the mistake of not taking a little more time to jot down what I wanted to talk about in the bullet points so that I didn't forget stuff and so that I didn't jump all over the map and everywhere and trying to do this video program, so that the listeners or viewers find it hard to follow. I think my first video was just like that, and so I am going to do better and be better prepared to do each Zoom video training going forward. So that's tool of success, is to slow down, you move too fast, and get the list ready to go and follow the script. So there's the title, Follow the Script. The next question is, what was your biggest success today, Marty? In other words, what did you do well today? Well, my biggest success today was the fact that I did, in fact, start these kind of video recordings to help my beginner entrepreneurs. I think they're going to be extremely helpful, and it's going to truly add real value to my coaching and the service I provide them. So I'm so excited about that success today. The next step in my end of the day success routine is to rate my day's effort. And so I gave today a 9. I gave it a 9 because I not only worked at the speed of 9, and once again, I got a ton of important tasks done. Several more pieces of my dream not only attracted in my portal of my mind, were kicking around in there, but they came through the portal of my mind and into the world of the physical today. So, bam, done, done, done. Okay, I want to end the day strong. Here's what I'm grateful for today. I'm grateful for the principle that says your thoughts, your concepts, your images are your most precious assets. Your self-image will sustain you in creative living if you learn to declare war on your negative feelings and win the war in the battlefield that's in your mind. Oh, that's so true. It is a battle. For many years, as one of the world's most renowned plastic surgeons, Dr. Maltz had studied the personality changes that took place in his patients after he had removed their scars or deformities through plastic surgery. Many who had lost their self-respect and pride because of what they considered their ugliness immediately developed a good image of themselves after surgery and became happy, confident human beings. But many others still felt as inferior, dejected, and hostile as they had been before their operations even took place. The change in their physical image, according to Dr. Maltz, meant nothing to them. So weak was their concept of themselves as people. So weak as their self-image. The goal here is to learn how to tackle our life situations healthfully without allowing prejudice against ourselves to eat its way into our mind. Deeply ingrained negative attitudes, that's that negative mapping, permeate our culture, and every day people we know may try to be submerging us into those negative thought patterns. We must not allow ourselves to be railroaded into adopting stereotyped, humiliating attitudes towards ourselves especially. The next thing I'm grateful for is the law that I'm calling personal inner war. In our troubled world, so many people's minds are full of misery. To scoop this misery out, to expose the cancerous thoughts to the light of day, then to crush these morbid ideas and replace them with happy concepts and images, this often requires a war, a very vital war. Once with apologies to Woodrow Wilson, to make your mind safe for happiness. Today, with the strident advances made in the knowledge of the human mind during the last 100 years or so, we can say that a person's thoughts, his images, are mightier than guns. So let us declare war on our negative feelings, on our failure mechanism. After that, we'll have peace and happiness. No goal is more valid than to dehypnotize yourself from the false beliefs which paralyze and sabotage your success mechanism. Once we do, we will soon find ourselves firmly on the path of living the dream. Next, I'm grateful for Herman Cain, who, as you know, recently passed due to COVID-19. We love you, Herman. Herman said this: success is not the key to happiness. Happiness is the key to success. If you love what you are doing, you will be successful. Love that. So again, I ask you, what goals are meaningful? What can you do with yourself if your beliefs pull you down into failure, while others go out into the world and live and succeed? In creative living, we must dehypnotize ourselves from our false, negative beliefs about ourselves. Doing so defines what living the dream is all about. So there you go. One more sage thought to sleep on tonight. Bam! So it ends another day on my journey to business alignment and living the dream. Like every night before this one, I will close tonight by saying, I'll be right back here tomorrow night, sitting at my laptop, sharing my heart, and another day in the life of Coach B. So until then, I wish all of you continued success. Good night.